It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will be first on the attack. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. Out wide right, it's Simmons. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Long way to go on second down. Out wide left, it's Carter. Caught, and he's got room. The 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Dickey. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Direct snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Dickey. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. So Arizona's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Fafita. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Great job on the safety there, and how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Second and long here. Rides to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Left side is Gallagher. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Right side, it's Spivey. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for running room. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And so far early in this game, and you've got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Here's some daylight. Turning it on. The 30, the 20. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Between the hashes, it's Gallagher. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Tells the run, wants to pass. He's got his man across the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Fafita. Got the quick pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Hits inside. It's Craig. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throws quickly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option, it's Hammond. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Quickly to the tight end. Great move. Now he's got room. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Going to try to get it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Right side, it's Dickey. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Plows his way ahead. There he goes. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Craig. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is...
He's going for a big play downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Bunch formation for these receivers. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll ride him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Hard running there. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the backfield, it's Carter. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
I love the play call there on 4th and short, because even if you don't get it, the opponent now has to march the entire length of the field. But because you did, you've now got a fresh set, and offensively, you've got to pay this off now. You've got to score a touchdown.
He makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Here's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Spivey. Makes the grab in their space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The give. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Craig. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. A 2-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Stopped right there. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Oh, pressure's coming. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
and they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Into the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got some green grass. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Running inside. It's Dickey. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Out wide left, Deacon. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Pushes ahead. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory for